right, guys, so I'm going to help you set up our geometry notebook for this year. So this is going to be basically our textbook. This is the cute one that I found. On the front, I put geometry first hour, the year. If you want to put your name and my name on there, you can. It's up to you. Okay, so then if we open up the very first page, we have back of the cover here, very first page. If you want, this is totally optional. I'm going to put the syllabus here. Now, I kind of printed out just that first slide and cut off the top and bottom just so it fit a little better. And then I'm just going to fold this in because it kind of looks like you could do a trifold thing. But I'm just going to fold that 1/3 of it in. And then if you have glue or tape, normally I make my students use glue, but you're at home, so you can use tape if you want. I'm going to use tape just because it's faster too. I'm going to tape that right in there just so we can always reference this if we have questions. Oop. Okay, so very first page. Then I'm not going to put any numbers or anything on that. I'm going to turn the page right here. And if you look in that big notes packet that I gave to you at textbook pickup, the very first page that you should see looks something like this, Intro to Geometry. And so we're actually going to fold this kind of like the last one where we're folding almost 1/3 of it over. We're going to make sort of dividers for each topic that we're going to talk about. So along this line here, I'm going to fold this page back like this so that we can see this on one side, and then on the other you're seeing all these little spots here, and this is going to be kind of like our table of contents for this topic. And then you need to sort of tape or glue this around the next page. Okay, so just to make sure we have this, we got front cover, very first page, we have our syllabus. Now if you don't do the syllabus and you want to put this thing on the very first page, that's fine too. I'm not going to put anything on the page behind the syllabus. Nothing goes here. And then on the next piece of paper in our composition notebook, we're going to sort of wrap this around. And for me, I always like to leave a little bit hanging off. So if you can see that, we have a little bit hanging out so that it is like a divider. When I go and look through, I can pick the chapter that I want, and it's not flush, because then I wouldn't be able to see it poking out of your notebook. I'm going to put it towards the top and get a little tape on this side and on the other, just so that it stays put. Okay, so we're looking at this here. I'm going to tape that down. Okay, so that is our initial setup right there. I'm going to leave it at that because the next thing that we'll put in here right after our table of contents is going to be our very first piece of notes. So we'll get to that in a different video.